Hello again, Jason here from Biker Bytes. It's a scorching hot sunny day here in Brisbane. It's about 33, 34 degrees. Yeah, blinding. So I thought today I'd give the bike a bit of a clean because it's been neglected these past few weeks. Just been sat there, I haven't been out on it at all. You may have noticed that I've not uploaded any YouTube videos recently. So I thought, okay, time to give it a good spring polish, whatever, and get it out on the road and stretch its legs a bit. So there we go, nice and clean. How's about that? Very nice. So this isn't a video about cleaning my bike. Now, this isn't a video about cleaning anyone's bike. This is a video about an addition to the bike, a Tutoro chain oiler. So about over a year ago now, I won a competition on a YouTube channel, Kamikaze Moto. I won. I don't know how I won because I don't usually win things, but anyway, I won a chain oiler by Tutoro, and it's taken me about 12 months to actually wait for the right bike to come along for me to install it. And it was a bit of a job because the DR650 is a pretty compact motorbike. There's not a lot of room to place it, so I had to be fairly creative, but anyway, I got it done. So sit back and enjoy the video. It's not an installation, it's not a Tutoro tutorial, it's just showing you where I put it and how I kind of wired it all together. So that's going to roll now. As you can see, the Tutoro chain oiler reservoir is firmly attached to the side pannier. Couple of zip ties, and what I've done is I put some Gorilla Tape here just to give the zip ties something to bite into, to give it a bit of extra grip instead of just on cold hard metal. And to be flash, I've also added some sheathing onto the tube because this part of the tube is exposed, so I thought just give it a bit of protection from the dirt and so forth, what have you. So it comes along here, zip tied to the tool tube. That's only a temporary thing because I'll have to replace that. And we can see we got one of the provided clips that Tutoro give you with the installation. You can just follow the purple tube round, comes down there, then behind the chain. There you go, you can see that there. Down the side of the left hand wishbone. I think they're called wishbones. And then it pops out down here, another clip there, and then the nozzle down here. Also got a clip in there as well. And one up there. So there you go. It looks pretty stealth, I think. And once that case is back on, it should look pretty cool. Alright, so aye, as we're done, let's put some oil into the reservoir and let it flow. Okay, so the manual says we have to turn this 4 times anti-clockwise to open the valve. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take the lid off. Okay, now they provide you with some oil, so I'm going to use this to assist, because I'm notoriously bad at pouring fluids into small spaces, so cut that out. So let's fill that up and continue on. There we go. Looks pretty neat. There is a fill line up here. Now if you're like me and you overfilled it, you can use a bit of spare tubing that they supply you to use as a suction thing and just suck any excess out, and you should be good. Right, now as this thing works on vibration, as the bike wiggles up and down, a little valve opens and closes and allows the flow of oil. So in order to get that going, to prime it, we have a magnet that they supply, and we just need to pop that on top, and you can hear, have a listen, a click. So that's raised the valve, and hopefully we should get some flow coming. We should see it here eventually, by the power of nature's gravity, hopefully. Here it comes. There we go, and out it comes. Right, release the magnet. So that should effectively shut it off. Okie dokes. Right, now we wind it back in 4 times to the off position. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's off. Now you can see how much it's gone down just from feeding it into the tube. Right, so let's turn it back on now. Let's try 1 turn to start with and see how that goes. Now nothing's going to come out just yet because the bike is stationary. In order for it to actually flow, the bike has to go up and down, and that lifts and closes the valve, and that's how your chain gets supplied with the oil. So nothing's going to happen just yet, so we need to go out for a little bit of a test ride and see how things go. We'll do that later once the bike is all fixed back together again. Okay, so we're off on a quick ride. Should be enough bumps in this road to jiggle the chain reservoir oiler thingy about. I really must practice words. All right, let's take a look-see. Wow. I think we might need to adjust it. That's a lot, man. Whoa, steady. That is a lot. Okay, fortunately I had some tissue on me, so I've cleaned it all up. I've reduced it to only 1/4 of a turn now, and now I'm going to take the ride back home, and we'll see how we get on. back home and a lot less fling now, so that's good. So I imagine what you see now is probably residue off the chain itself, so I'll give the chain a wipe down, and we should be good. Okay, so a bit of an update since the last segment. I've actually moved the position of the end of the hose that delivers the oil. Before it was down here, but now, as you can see, or as you cannot see, it's gone. Where is it hiding, I hear you cry? Well, you can see here it's coming around here, and it's actually going behind here and then down here in the chain guard. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's in there. I'll show you the other side. You can see the tube coming down, and it's delivering the oil in the center of the chain now, and it does help a little bit with fling back, not a great deal. So there we are, not too bad. A little tricky finding the right spot, but I got there in the end. Some things you should be aware of when putting something like the Tutoro automatic chain oiler on a dirt bike or an adventure bike like the DR650. Just be aware that because of the bounciness and the springiness of the bike, it may over oil the chain, so turn it off when you're not using it. Turn it off if you're off-road, etc. Otherwise you'll just pour oil out on the chain. It is adjustable, but I had it down to the smallest setting and it was still over-oiling, and that's because there's too much movement in the bike, so it kept on pumping it out. So I turn it off when I'm not using it, and then I just turn it back on when I need to oil the chain on a nice smooth surface when I'm driving along. All good. So big shout out to Justin from Kamikaze Moto. Check him out, awesome channel, really good if you're into the Himalayan, Royal Enfield Himalayan and long adventure bike trips. He's the guy. He's done a recent one all the way up to Prudhoe Bay in Alaska, which is really good, so check him out. That's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. All the best. Catch you later. Biker Bytes over and out. Alright. Hello fans. Greetings. Greetings. Hello again, Jason here from Biker Bytes.